Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and welcome to kit number 83 of Build the 1967 Mustang Eleanor from the film Gone in 60 Seconds by our good old mates over at Fanhome. Now, if you'd like to grab this for yourself and build along with me folks, you know you want to. Follow this link here to their website. There's a clickable version below in the description. Pop. And you too could take out a subscription for this beautiful 1/8 scale model. You won't be disappointed, folks. So let's have a quick scope through the magazine there with our step-by-step assembly guide. Today we're going to be doing the right-hand side of the engine bulkheads. We've got loads of bits and pieces, coil springs, bits and bobs. And we're going to need our radiator section from when we did the previous bit of building. So we need to bring that in as well, folks, okay? Very concise and clear instructions showing us where we're going to be working on our Eleanors today. And also they do a nice little in detail bit there just so that you can see what we're doing, okay? Nice, simple bits and pieces all going in, and then it fits just on the right-hand side with a couple of screws, and that's where we'll be at the end of this issue, folks, okay? So we'll scoot through. This is the beautiful Eleanor Tiny Treasures section. Loads and loads and loads of different bits of background information on the people that were part of the film and made it. All the production design there with artistic renderings of scenes and things like that. Old school storyboards. There you go, folks. 60-second files there are data files giving you bits of information on things we need to know about. Cars with women's names this week is the 2000 Porsche Boxster called Marsha. Have a look at that. Don't like that yellow. Does look nice, doesn't it? Very stunning in your face. Car that drives up to you, done it, and it goes, psh, I'm yellow. There's the silver variant. We've also got Carol, the 1999 Cadillac Escalade, folks, yes. Looking rather nice. It's very sinister in all the black, isn't it? With all the windows blacked out. Wouldn't be able to do that in the UK because we have quite strict laws on window tinting, but yeah, always looks good. 2003 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. Again, a very striking colour. So that's them information bits done. So what we'll do now is we'll scoot back. We'll get our bits and bobs all together. And we'll start putting this all together, folks, okay? Right. So let's grab our radiator section that we got before. And this is the bulkhead, and you notice there's a wire already on there, and that goes to this little box here. Okay, so I think there's a tinsy-wincy little battery got to go in there somewhere. So just drop your wire so that it's out of the way, like that. So it's telling me to bring it towards the front, so that's what I'm going to do, so that the radiator bracket itself can come in and it can sit on top of these little bits here. Okay. You want it that way round, okay, and it's going to sit on these two little pegs, somewhat like so, okay, so that's what we're after, and that's going to be held in place with two PS05 screws. We'll grab them, get a little bit of oil on there, just helps this go into the plastic and the die cast a lot easier, folks, so just pinch that between my thumb and my index finger. Unscrew that fully home. Don't over tighten it because you'll strip the plastic. The oil just allows the thread to cut itself nicely into the plastic. But if you over tighten it, it's going to hydraulic and it's going to strip all of the burrs that you've created for the thread off of the plastic. So you don't want to do that, folks. Again, just gently give it a nip, and the job is a good one. So that's that done. We then want to bring 83C in, which is this little baby. So we want to bring that in, and we want to sit that up inside here, okay? And you can see you've got a little cutout there with a notch that corresponds with this, okay? And then you're going to pop that in with the other PS05 screw. So give it a twisty box, let it locate in place, and then we can fit that perfectly. I just want to line me pegs up because I think one's slightly wider than the other. There you go. And then holding that in place, I'll grab the other PS5 screw first and get the oil on it. And then I'll pinch that like a crab claw. Like that. And then bring that all the way in. And screw that home. And then I'm going to turn it so that the mould line isn't visible. There you go. And then I can fully tighten it. Just like so. So that's that done. So we can put that to one side now. We can bring in our actual Eleanor chassis, which, as you can see, she is looking rather beautiful, isn't she? And we're going to be working in here, okay? So I want to get my adjustables out purely and simply because we're going to be putting a post spike in. So we want to try and get that around about there. And we'll drop in this in, and it's going right down there in that wishbone. And then we're going in with one of these little pins. And as you can see, it's got knurling around the edge, and that's what actually bites into the plastic, okay? So we'll grab that, and we'll feed that in slightly. And then slide that in place, and then we can get our little nippers, just like that. There you go. So that's that done. We can put them away now. And that's what you'll end up with, your post, just like so. We then want to get a DS2 screw ready for this stage, and with a bit of oil on her, just like so. Pop. Because we're now going to draw in our other section, which is here. Okay, and this is going to go down on these two posts there. One there, and one right down there. So I'm going to tiny bit of oil in there, and we want to go over this spring like that, and then drop that over so that this peg will engage up into that sleeve. Okay, just like so. Now that we've done that, we can have a bit of a jiggle to line this up, because that was the key for me, was getting that post in situ. So I'm going to turn Eleanor around so that I can actually see that that's beginning to engage, because I'm a bit blind on the other side there. So let's bring that out. I'll pop that in place, somewhat like so. And then I'm going to scoot a screw down in there. And now I can release. We can then get the second screw ready and put a bit of oil in. And then before I tighten this, I can just check that my radiator hose is plugged in on the correct post, which it isn't at the moment, but it soon will be. There you go. So that's now dropped that into place, and that then lines everything up neatly so that I can now come back and drop the second screw in, which, as you can see, is right down in there. But we can now tighten her down. Just like that. And that is that sorted. But that's already given us a nice firm bit of bulkheadage there. that we can play with. That wire now can be nicely stuck out of the way. There's going to be a PCB that this all goes in. It's going to live around here somewhere. But that closes off that little side piece now. And then you've got, obviously, Eleanor's coil spring up under there neatly in place. So I'm going to feed my wire just round there for now, out of the way. But that closes that off now. And then obviously in the next issue, we'll probably be doing the other side to close this off. And then we'll have brace bars and things like that to go in, folks, okay? So we're going to leave it there. That is issue number 83 done. Don't forget also, if you would like to subscribe to this, follow this link here all the way to the Fanhome website. You can't go wrong. Pop. Clickable version below in the description. And join me in building this iconic representation of the movie vehicle, folks. Also, to help me out, you can just give little Fester a click and subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell, select all. That way you get notified of all future content. In the meantime, I'd like to say a personal thank you to each and every one of you that is coming in and watching these videos. It really does mean a lot that you're interested. So if you want to, leave a comment. The choice is yours. Until then, stay safe and well. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.